From now on, you'll be known as X-Force.
Regeneration, accelerated healing power. Those were Deadpool's noticeable superpowers. But did you know that there were superpowers his creator kept secret? What's up, curious minds? Welcome back to Screen Lab. In this video, you're about to witness 10 Deadpool superpowers his creator kept secret.
Let's dance.
Deadpool's healing factor is much higher than Wolverine's mutant power. Atomic explosions, machine gun fire, Deadpool can take that all. How could that be possible? Through the Weapon X program, the government managed to extract and replicate Wolverine's healing factor and place it into Deadpool, which resulted in developing miraculous healing abilities. Pretty cool, right? What's cooler was that Deadpool's inherited healing factor was portrayed as being even better than Logan's own considerable abilities. Lucky Deadpool. Even when enemies tried to turn his entire body into ashes, he would still recover immediately, even before the ash itself coalesced back into a body. Deadpool's regeneration also prevented him from aging, making him effectively immortal. Remember in the 2009 story, Messiah War? He just turned up alive and well 800 years in the future. Seems like a win against Grim Reaper, huh? No psychic can read Deadpool's mind. What do you think happened when someone tried to read Deadpool's mind? We'll find out. The Marvel Universe was known to be filled with mind readers and mind controllers, but guess what? Not even the most powerful psychic can follow the twisted contours and corridors of Deadpool's brain. The character's regeneration power affected his neurons, giving it the ability to rejuvenate at an extremely accelerated rate. This allows him to recover from any head wound and be invulnerable to psychic and telepathic powers. Remember the scene when Black Swan, a telepathic mutant, tried to poke around Deadpool's head? The savagely insane mind just distracted Black Swan long enough to give Deadpool the chance to shove his head in the fireplace. Emma Frost even confirmed this superpower to be true. In the story, Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. Instead of shutting down his mind, Charles Xavier became instantly brain dead, witnessing the true chaos in Deadpool's mind. I bet you don't want to try to read his mind by now. Me neither. Let's just leave his chaotic mind for himself.
I don't take the shits, I just disturb them.
Deadpool's Mr. Endurance. Who on earth can still manage to stand, talk humorously, and fight back after being beaten hard enough by powerful mutants for a long period of time? Only Deadpool. What was really Deadpool's most dependable power? I know what you're thinking, but no, that's not what I'm referring to. It's actually Deadpool's cell regeneration that eliminates the buildup of fatiguing toxins, which made him withstand long duration of exhausting fights and extensive amounts of punishment, physically and mentally. To cut the story short, Deadpool's endurance. Weapon X was the one who modified his body into this. Deadpool had the ability to perform acrobatic maneuvers after another without getting tired. And while healing, or knowing that you will heal, helps with that. There are plenty of heroes, super and otherwise, who take that ability to seemingly inhuman levels. Deadpool's durability and endurance have been enhanced to superhuman levels, able to trade blows with exceptional strong foes, even harming the inhumanly strong Angel Dust. He also was unfazed when he crashed through a car's glass roof from a highway several miles above it. This also grants him an enhanced tolerance to pain, making it hard to slow him down, to which even then he can quickly rebind, letting him continuously fight at full strength. For a more desperate situation, he is even willing to cut off his limb to escape.
Back teen should do it.
Taxicab No More. In the movie, you notice Deadpool's favorite taxi to ride on to reach his destinations. But what if there's traffic, a flat tire, or not enough gas? How can Deadpool be on scene? He can't be late all the time. You know, the enemies can't wait. And I can't wait either. Well, in the comics, Deadpool has this handy device that he used to aid in his teleportation. These devices made sure that he arrived at his target's location on time. At different periods, Deadpool has possessed different teleportation technologies which he sometimes uses for combat. The teleporter was designed by his friend and tech supplier, Weasel. Deadpool would ultimately stop using it because it made it too easy. Some of you ask, is having a device considered to have a superpower? Nope, not at all. But in Deadpool and Cable, Deadpool was swallowed up by Cable after he melted into a puddle, and when Cable swallows the Merc, it gives Deadpool some of Cable's genetic abilities, including the power to teleport. Now that's a superpower. Still not convinced? Okay, let's drop it. Deadpool needs no taxicab or any teleportation devices. He's actually very fast. Deadpool is able to chase some vehicles barefoot in the comics. He has the ability to save himself from injury on more than one occasion, even though he would heal soon afterwards, by simply running at an extreme speed that no mortal could easily replicate. When they think of Deadpool, this power is not always at the forefront of the minds of fans, seeing as he is better known for his super healing abilities. Now I'm convinced. Perks of being a mutant, by the way.
I can't believe he's still alive.
Deadpool is multilingual. Yes, he is. As a mercenary, Deadpool has been assigned to targets from different parts of the world.
Canada!
It would be a little scary if you don't know what others are talking about in that place, right? Most especially when you're hired to kill somebody. With his job, it was no surprise that he could speak and understand many languages. The language of Deadpool certainly won't be for all tastes. At times, the F-bombs seem to be in every other sentence. However, line after line is funny, if at all times needlessly profane. Deadpool can speak a lot of different languages fluently, like German, Spanish, Japanese, ASL or American Sign Language, in addition to his native English. Well, you can't fool him with words, even sign language. He understands everything you say. Are you amazed by now? Me too. Sit tight because there's more to come. Make sure to stay tuned until number 1. This one's my favorite. Surely, this will make you like to be in Deadpool's suit, just like me.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Outside substances resistant. Blind AI made several references to Deadpool being hungover since he once drunkenly spoke to the Teletubbies on the TV he was watching. He spent an entire day of drinking and drinking and drinking. No hangover at all. How I wish I had that ability too. Deadpool has a super resistant body that outside substances won't affect him. Deadpool's body is highly resistant to most drugs and toxins. It is extremely difficult, though not impossible, for him to become intoxicated. He can, however, be affected by certain drugs, such as tranquilizers, if he is exposed to a large enough dosage. How can enough large dosage be enough for Deadpool to be affected? We'll never know. In Deadpool number 7, a villain pays Deadpool to make Iron Man drunk, but instead of forcing Tony Stark off of the wagon, Deadpool takes care of business himself. Wade clocks Stark with a liquor bottle and straps into the Iron Man armor, but not before downing an entire sack full of stolen booze. That fulfills Wade's contract. Iron Man had to get plastered, not Tony, and best of all, Deadpool doesn't even have a hangover.
Cheers to your health.
Anonymity to humans. Deadpool looks like, his terms, not ours, a testicle with teeth.
Like a testicle with teeth.
And tries not to reveal his face in public. It's rough, charming, and entertaining in Deadpool. But let's face it, he's not exactly a looker. His cancer was kicked into overdrive by the groundbreaking treatment that gave Deadpool his regenerative abilities. And although the operation prevented the tumors from ravaging his body, it did not prevent them from spreading all over his face. The Marvel Universe made use of image inducers to allow the more colorful characters in Marvel to fit in more easily, as many mutants in Marvel comics have appearances that do not quite allow them to blend in. Deadpool made use of that on many occasions with his scars. Although Deadpool preferred to remain masked at all times, he was also required to connect with people who did not take his appearance, and this holographic system enabled him to alter his appearance. The anonymity it supplied was another benefit of it.
Whoa! Are you a superhero?
Deadpool and other Deadpools. Do you believe there is only one Deadpool under the red suit? But Deadpool seems to be talking to somebody else by himself. In the comic book, there were multiple personalities that Deadpool referred to as Deadpool. Interesting, huh? The different styled thought balloons in the comic book represents his different personalities. It is his way of having conversations with his two internal monologues. Each voice had its own unique personality, assumed to spring from deep inside his mind. The different personalities of Deadpool brought everyone the difficulty to know what Deadpool will do at any given moment, given that he himself barely knows what he'll do at any given moment. This made it difficult for most opponents to predict what he will do. In the Deadpool Annual from 2013, it was revealed that the voice inside his head was actually an old Marvel villain named Madcap, as crazy as Deadpool himself. Wow, he really had a completely separate person inside his head. He literally had 3 voices: his speaking voice, his main thoughts, and now Madcap. I'm truly amazed by this one. It's really hard to talk to yourselves at the same time.
Oh shit, I just get a little choked up sometimes.
Fourth wall breaking. Breaking the fourth wall is when a character in the fictional work is aware that they are inside of a fictional work and are being observed by an audience. It is basically how a lot of stage performance works, and the term comes from the idea that the fourth wall is the window pane through which the audience is viewing the fictional world. Fourth wall awareness is considered one of Deadpool's superpowers. As a fan, I can't remember exactly when he started to exhibit it, because by now, it seems like it always was there. Deadpool is well known as a character that likes to break the fourth wall, and this figure has been sculpted to represent him doing just that. He is sculpted bursting out of the pages of a comic in an acrobatic pose for a more playful appearance, but also has a facial expression that's just asking for trouble. Deadpool often uses his ability to break the fourth wall for comedic effect, and to explain current situations to the reader, of whom no one else in the comic is aware. He also uses his fourth wall breaking for referencing things no one else in the comic is aware of, such as popular characters in other comic book universes. He occasionally uses his ability to distract bad guys in battles, and every once in a while, he will read back issues or read ahead in the current book to defeat bad guys or to get out of a sticky situation. In this instance, he goes back in time by ripping through previous pages to stop himself from doing something stupid. So, on balance, Deadpool's fourth wall breaking is a great comedic device. It also gives him advantages in combat or other situations when he decides to use it. That's incredible.
Is the mask muffling my voice?
He can't die. This one's what you've been waiting for. Fans of Deadpool may be aware that he was incredibly difficult to destroy, as his immense healing abilities made it very difficult to even hurt him. But wait, there is another explanation why Deadpool was such a formidable foe, and it's because he can't be killed. Deadpool was cursed by the Dark Lord Thanos with immortality because he felt threatened by the relationship between him and Lady Death and tried to separate them forever. In the Marvel Universe, Lady Death was literally the literal personification of death, and she is often related to Thanos. However, during his torture after his failure in Department K, Death formed a flirtatious relationship with Deadpool. Their feelings for each other were intense enough for Deadpool to want to die and be with her. Unfortunately, the immortalization of Deadpool by Thanos made it very unlikely. Thanos was incredibly jealous, going so far as to make sure that Deadpool never dies. That's a total petty move on Thanos' part. Well enough, even supervillains have feelings.
I call that mercy.
Those were 10 Deadpool superpowers his creators kept secret. From having an impressive healing and superhuman power, to his anonymity, teleportation, multiple personalities, down to immortality. Impressive, isn't it? I bet you're loving Deadpool by now, huh? What was your favorite superpower of his that you want to try? Leave it in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, I guess you would love to watch other videos of your favorite Marvel movies. So, hit the notification bell to be updated on our latest uploads. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, share this video with your friends and movie buddies for them to be impressed more on Deadpool.